National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Flacco. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his receiver, Woods. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 35 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got it. Mike spot. 4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 54, man. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To pass, Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, 36 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Watch time. Watch time. Obama.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got room. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3 bucks.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 25-yard line. 51. There's a corner now.
After the interception, here's Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Try to get it to Woods. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
56, check 56.
Another carry now for Gurley. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, orbit. Here we go.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 34 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We go tonight. 180.
All day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Maverick.
Check 6 guys.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
You're over here.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That's it, buddy. We got one.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Steps, and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Goff now looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Goff now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Woods the intended receiver. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way,
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
56. Go, go, go. Check three.
Super one. 14. Hey, exit.
We got.
Now a first down throw, gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker.